Welcome to Parchment Update, an interview series from the Parchment Community Library to bring your community closer to you. I'm Karen Woodworth, Library Ambassador. I'm joined today by Sarah Wilson from the Kalamazoo Scottish Festival Association. Along with putting together the entertainment for the festival, she's coordinating a special performance for the Kindleberger Summer Concert Series. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you, and I'm greatly interested in helping you with information to share with the public and for them to come and enjoy the music.
Well, that's wonderful. So I want to start by asking you, what do you have planned for an evening of Celtic music, dance, and culture on Sunday, August 27th?
Well, we will have a couple different groups. We'll be opening with the Kalamazoo Pipe Band, whom people from Kindleberger will be familiar with. We just marched in the Kindleberger Summer Festival opening, and to great welcome from the public. It was really nice. Every time the pipe band started playing, people started clapping their hands and were really enjoying it. So very welcoming. They will be our opener, as well as they are kind of a brother organization with the Kalamazoo Scottish Festival Association. We work very closely. And we will have the Parchment Community Choir that was also featured at the Kindleberger Park Festival. And we will have two of our throwers, our athletic director, Kate, and Josh Slotnick, who is holding practices in Kalamazoo, will give a little talk about what the games are about to give an introduction. And then we will close with Celtic, a Celtic music band trio that played last summer and are wonderful musicians.
Well, that sounds like a great lineup, a little something of a lot of things. Are there any more details you'd like to share about the performers?
Well, the Kalamazoo Pipe Band has a long history. They started from a shrine band of about 20 pipers in 1950, which was then disbanded. But then this group comes from the origination of 1964 and has had several pipe majors that have headed them up and directed the group. The current pipe major is Greg Huff, and he has worked with us on setting up several joint ventures between the association and the pipe band, and we really love working with them. And the Parchment Community Choir, David Wolf actually reached out to me. He's the director, and this is a new group. It's their first full year. I guess they're celebrating their first full year now, and they have put together a program of specifically Scottish Celtic music for our festival and for the music night. So I'm very happy that they have worked so hard to put together a special music set for us. And they're looking to grow. So if anybody wants to reach out and join with their vocal cords, they'd love to have more singers. So I'll put that little spin out there for David. And we don't have the dancers featured. The Kalamazoo Scottish folk dancers, country dancers, I'm sorry, they were not able to do the music night this time, but they will be at the festival and games. And they are closely tied to the association. They're another brother organization, and they are also looking for more dancers. They're trying to grow, trying to get youth in all of these groups, the pipe band, the community choir, the Scottish country dancers. They all want new blood coming in to keep building and keep the different entities going. And then Celtic is a trio. They are Jim Spelink, Michelle Venegas, and Cara Laurence. I hope I'm pronouncing those correctly. And they have a history of playing with several different Celtic bands. And they have, oh my gosh, they play pretty much any instrument under the sun, but flute, fiddle, bouzouki, banjo, guitar, accordion, harp, and they sing. So it's a wonderful group. We're very, very grateful that they're able to do both the music night and the festival for us. They are our major feature band. And they love coming and playing. They are doing Sparta Festival. They had they have done many festivals around Michigan, and they are a Michigan group. So we are very happy that they are joining us for both these events.
Well, that's great. And so I need to put a little plug of my own and say that Selkie is following up their performance at the Kalamazoo Scottish Festival by opening our series of Second Sunday Live on Sunday, September 10th at 2:00. So
Wonderful.
they are just amazing musicians, and it's always a joy to hear them. And
Yes.
I also want to say there's just something about the sound of bagpipes. And I think sometimes living here, it can be a little easy to take it for granted. Oh yeah, there's bagpipes and there's Scottish country dancing. But in
Oh,
fact, there's quite a few communities that do not have bagpipes or Scottish country dancing. And to have
yes.
groups both so open to teaching new people, I think is just a great thing. And I hope that people do get inspired and want to kind of participate and find out what that's all about.
And Michigan has, well, the US in general has a very strong Celtic background. A lot of Irish and Scottish people came here and have been involved in many festivals. The US has a ton of Scottish and Celtic festivals around the country, but especially in Michigan, and I think South Carolina also has a very strong field of different festivals, and Chicago has a big Scottish festival. But Michigan, Alma, is a huge Scottish community base. And I think people forget what our history is, and that's part of what we're trying to bring to the fore, that it's great that we're a melting pot in the US. We have so many different ethnic roots to look into, to get information about, but it's also nice to find your own. And we help that along at the festival with having clan tents. So you can look up your name history to see where they come from, what's the background, what's their tartan. It's a lot of interesting historical information, as well as we have reenactors and different things just to share the history. And since this is a multi-generational festival and music night, it's open to the whole family, which is wonderful, that the whole family can participate and enjoy together.
Right, right. And of course, to participate in any of those groups, you absolutely don't need to have any kind of Scottish background, just a
Oh,
strong.
no, it's come one, come all. Yes.
Yeah,
I
and
myself have a background of Scottish and Indian American and other things. So my family is a melting pot, as well as so many others in this country. But since my grandfather was Scottish, we've had a lot of history, knowledge, and enjoyment in doing the games, and kind of being able to celebrate my grandfather and that side of the family.
oh, good, good. So you've touched on this a little bit already, but how does this evening of Celtic music, dance, and culture relate to the Kalamazoo Scottish Festival coming up on Saturday, September 9th?
It's kind of a truncated version of what we're going to be doing at the festival. We will be using the lower park for all of the activities. We have several vendors that will be coming in that have specifically Scottish focused trade items, but there will be a number of other small business individual artists that will be coming, a lot of different food options. We have reenactors. We will be having readings going on, poetry readings and some other things. We have a huge kids game area. So they get a miniaturized version of the games that they can play, and the kids love it. And once again, it's the whole family can take it in and enjoy. We will have the games featured largely over past the baseball field on the lower park. And last year I think we had 70 throwers, and they're anywhere from, I think we had from 14 up into the 70s, their 70s, men and women. And we play different age groups. That's how they divide it by age. We also have lightweight throwers, people that are under a certain weight and they weigh in. So that's kind of fun, who's going to make the weight or who isn't. And it gets back to the roots of communal sharing, giving each other some time together, getting to see other people. It was so hard during COVID to not have these games going on. And we're so slowly, all of the festivals are slowly building back up and getting back into what we have as our history. And we are in our 32nd year for the Kalamazoo Scottish Festival Games. And it's just wonderful to be able to continue doing this.
Okay, well, what else would you like people to know before they attend the Celtic evening on August 27th?
We look forward to seeing as many people as can come. It's a no fee entry. Bring your chairs, bring your blankets, bring your kids. It will start at 6:30, go to about 8 o'clock. And we just hope you'll come and enjoy the music and the nice evening in the park with us. It is in the upper park at the stage. So we look forward to seeing you.
And if people do have questions, where can they find out more information?
Well, in regard to the Kalamazoo Scottish Fest specifically, it is KalamazooScottishFest.org. We are also on Facebook. If you're interested in learning to pipe, once you get to hear the pipe band, they have KalamazooPipeBand.org and Facebook. Celtic Sounds lists all of their concerts and events that they're doing on their Facebook page, as well as celticsounds.com. The Kalamazoo Dancers are available through Facebook, and you can go through our website page, and there's a button that you can click to get to the Dancers site. And the Parchment Choir is on Facebook. So you can go to any of those sites. I know Celtic has listed the festival and the concert on their website. So there are several ways to reach that. And but they can always just send a messenger to Kalamazoo Scottish Fest, and we would be happy to direct them to anyone they're trying to reach.
Wonderful. And once again, an evening of Celtic music, dance, and culture. Although I guess you just said there's no dance this time, right?
Yes, it changed at the last minute. So
These things happen. These things
yes.
happen. So an evening of Celtic music and culture will be presented by the Kalamazoo Scottish Festival on Sunday, August 27th at 6:30 p.m. on the stage at Kindleberger Park. Well, thank you so much for taking the time today to share the information with us.
Can I share some more information?
Sure.
We would love anyone who is interested in learning how to play the games. We have two different throwing practices that we do. One is in Kalamazoo at Flesher Field Park on Sundays 10 to 12. And the Holland practices are in the athletic field on Lugers and 32nd Street on Wednesday evenings, 6:30 to 8. The game entry is still open right now for the festival and games date. And so come and practice, try it out, learn how the games are played, see if you're interested in playing.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.